Episode 60 of the Planet Nintendo podcast. Let's see what's on the menu for today. We have our PN picks, games we've been playing, games that are coming out soon. Nintendo not really showing up at the Game Awards. Is that concerning? Our Nintendo online impressions, and did Nintendo make Amazon do a business decision? Let's get to that right now. What's up, guys? PNP is back, episode 60, and like always, we were joined by the best co-hosts on the planet, Mr. Bobby, the Nintendo Guru. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Second billing, got it. Finally, after months of
Dreams
begging.
come true, Bobby.
Exactly, man. I feel happy now. Now I can actually retire from the show and feel like, what the hell are you supposed to be?
Celebration.
With air?
Yeah.
Spraying air?
Why not?
Air.
All is good here. All is good here, Patrick. Thank
Awesome. And Joe after work, what's up, man?
After some technical difficulties, I'm doing great, man.
you. Yeah,
Awesome.
Lord.
The old
You got a
Windows
lot of
update.
got a lot of technical difficulties lately.
A lot lately, bro. This is like the first one in a while.
You were talking about the other day, your computer
That was like
cracked
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. We're
3
good.
weeks ago. It was like 2 weeks ago, bro. It was like last week.
We're good. We're back. We're back.
Back
Wasn't
in
it just
action.
wait? Wasn't it just last week he was saying he need to upgrade his computer? Did he just say that?
I said I might need it to, but no, we're good. It was my power supply. That's what we were talking about. My power supply. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was a heart attack.
It's-
We're good now. We're good. We're good. The boat is afloat.
Okay,
That's good. That's good. Mr. Bobby,
Yes,
any
sir.
new games you've been playing? Any games that have caught your attention?
I've been streaming a lot, bro. Streaming a lot every day. Every day. Play a little game called South Park Stick of Truth.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Yeah, that game is not for kids. Just saying.
That's
Oh
the
my
first one.
God, that's the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
So I bought the second one, started playing it a little bit, but then Fortnite came out, and I
Mhm.
kind of lost my mind in Fortnite. So then I never went back to it. And then the other day, Sunday, I was talking to Sean, and she was like, "Hey, man," our guy was like, "Man, when's Stick of Truth coming to the Switch? Because I want to get that." I was like, "I think it's out now." And I looked, and I was like, "Oh my God, there it is!" So I bought it. So I started playing through, and I made a mistake of making my character a Jew, and that's apparently like the kiss of death. Like it's harder. It's kind of like in the new game. If you're a black
Oh my
person,
God.
it's harder. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
So in this
man.
one, it's harder. And I was playing, and I just was getting killed like every 5 minutes. I couldn't get through fights without dying. I was getting frustrated. I'm streaming it, and I'm looking like an idiot. And I was like, finally, like, okay, I'm done. I shut it down,
Uh-huh.
and I went and played Fortnite or something else. And I was like, I'm done.
If any
that-
other company did that, by the
Oh,
way.
forget about it, man. Forget about it. So then what
Done.
I did was I went back and I restarted the game because I was real early. I just restarted the game, changed my character to a warrior, and now I'm like crushing. Now I'm doing good. I'm like, okay, now we feel better. So, but the game is really messed up.
Oh,
Like, man,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you fill out your name thing, right? And Cartman's like, put your name, and I put Guru, and he's like, oh, did you mean to put douchebag? And I'm like, you click no, and he's like, okay, douchebag. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like,
Oh,
it's
man.
brutal, dude. It's brutal. Take a
I,
crap in the toilet, you pull the crap out, and when you're fighting, you can throw it in someone's face, and it goes in their mouth, and they start
Yes.
throwing up all over the place. Dude, I'm like, what is this game? But dude, it's
That's so
funny as hell. It's so funny.
And that's
Excuse me.
digital only. The other
That's
ones.
it's digital only.
Okay.
Trying to think of anything else. I played some Fortnite, played some Mario Kart, played some Splatoon. I'm getting ready to jump back into Octopath, but what I'm
Nice.
really getting ready
Ooh.
to jump into is some Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to beat that because I just bought this little gem.
Oh,
So I wanna play this, but I have to beat the first one before I play this. So I'm gonna get back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and start. Relax, Joe. Look at this guy.
Look at him.
I'm so
He's about to
happy.
bounce.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cry.
So I want to go back. I'm probably gonna start streaming that next and playing through that. But who knows? You know what I mean? Like
You're starting that soon?
I might have to wait till after Let's Go before I
Come
can.
on, let's be real.
I might start that in January. Honestly, I might start that in January. What I might do is because I'm thinking about doing a New Year's Eve stream
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
and
year 2.
just what's that?
Year 2. You had one
Yeah, I did
last
one
year.
last year. I did one last year.
That's how I
So
spent my New Year's last year.
With me?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I was in
did,
the
yeah.
stream, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm think I'm going to do it again this year, and I'm going to maybe start earlier than I did. I might do like a 12-hour stream. I'm
Wow.
thinking about doing something long term. I might start at
Nice.
like 1, 2 in the afternoon, and then just go till 1, 2 in the morning.
All right, Bobby, this is what you do. So you have a shot in front of you, and then when
Mm-hmm.
when the clock strikes 12,
No.
you bring out your bong, and then
Oh, okay. So, that's a good idea.
that's not bad.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. It's a
Oh,
good idea.
man.
I like it.
Good thing it's not on your channel right now saying this.
Yeah, right.
This is true. This is true.
Where's Dave?
Yeah, I don't know. Jojo, what's up with you, man?
Oh man, World of Final Fantasy. It's got me. It's got me in the heart hole.
Okay.
Loving it. It's like it's Pokemon Light meets every Final Fantasy game put together. It's a little bit of a mini love letter. It's got different characters throughout Final Fantasy series that you're going through their worlds, trying to figure out who you are. Like, you actually forget what's going on. There's a little bit of time travel going on in terms of like how God is actually, you meet God in the game. This is very beginning early on, and somehow you have been brought back to a time where you weren't destroyed, I guess. It's still yet to have been explained, and you are the one that's been able to control what's called mirages, which are basically these enemies that you find throughout the game, and the enemies just happen to be things that you have battled throughout all of Final Fantasy series and whatnot. You're these two kids, it's a brother and sister, and you're traveling around other different worlds, sort of piecing things together. And the game mechanic is like the battle mechanics are actually really neat. It's a stacking system, so like you can turn into a Lilican, which is this just basically chibi versions of these characters, and then you can turn back to normal, but it's giant with a J for some reason because Japan.
Yeah.
And you stack the monsters actually on your head, so you stack them in different ways. You have different variations, and you perform all different sorts of attacks with them. They all each have different skill trees and whatnot, and you actually have to perform certain elemental attacks or regular attacks in order to be able to qualify, so to speak, to capture them. And then they join your party. Yeah. And so far you start off only being able to get one, but I think you can eventually get multiples of the same monsters and whatnot. So it's a little bit of monster collecting and more Final Fantasy confusion timeline craziness.
Is that
going
like a
on.
lengthy game? Is that going to take you?
I don't think so, because the game is apparently like 22 chapters, and I'm on chapter 8 right now. I'm halfway through at about 7 hours. So I think it's a game you could probably beat in maybe the 20 to 30 hour mark. Like, it's a beefy game, but it seems like it's going quick and it's moving along, and the cutscenes look amazing. Like, it's very Kingdom Hearts-ish. So, looking for something like that. That might be the game you want to pick up.
Not bad. So a little update on grip. It's a bad Switch port. It's a bad Switch port.
Just a bad game altogether. I got you.
I could have
it's a good
game.
Actually, if you have an Xbox, you can get it right now if you have Game Pass, because it's on Game Pass.
Listen, no. Don't do that here. Don't even try that.
I am.
Don't even try to slip that in.
Don't even
try to slip that in. We don't do that here.
It's a bad Switch port. It's a bad Switch port.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
So I picked up Moonlighter.
The two of you two.
Fantastic game. I
was going to ask you how that is.
Dude, if you see your friends list, I'm playing this game because I can't stop, man. So I think this is definitely up there with like a Celeste, Dead Cell, like the year of the indie type games. So basically you play as a shopkeeper and you have to run your own store, but the inventory is up to you. So you go in dungeons, and that's when the roguelite element comes in, because you go in preset, or actually randomized dungeons. There's 4 of them, but they're giant. And basically, like, it's kind of risk reward, because you're going up into the different levels of the dungeon, and the higher you go, the better loot that you're getting. So if you die, you lose all your loot, but you can choose to teleport at any time. It just costs like 200 coins or whatever. So you go back to your store, and it's up to you to put prices on the things that you collect from the dungeons, but you don't know any of the, what things are worth. So it's kind of guess and check. So you'll get like a mushroom, and you'll put 100 coins as the price. And then someone will walk in and be, they'll have 3 facial expressions like hell no, or like, wow, I got this for a steal. So like you kind of have to keep adjusting your prices. Dude, this is nonstop, man. This is taking me away from Fortnite. It's taking me away from everything. This is it, man.
Nice.
And also, GameStop had their Pro Day type thing. It's kind of like an extra discount. So I picked up Dead Cells, and I picked up Rayman Legends for a total of $30. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Rayman's a good game too.
I've never played that game, and everyone's like
Oh,
crazy over it.
so good, dude. So good.
So I'm excited for those 2. But Moonlighter, goddamn. And then the same publisher that did Dead Cells did this. So it comes with a nice little game manual in there, which is adorable.
Ooh.
Yeah, pick that up. But yeah, Grip. Ouch.
Rip.
Struggling to get to 30 frames. And there's
Rip.
no excuse, because Fast RMX, one of the greatest racing games, runs at a smooth 60 on the
Yeah.
Switch. So it's not the Switch.
At this point, I don't want to hear anybody when they're struggling to get the Switch up, because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Diablo's running straight 60 the whole time. So, and I understand it's a different style game, but like racing cars, Mario Kart can do it. Like,
Yeah.
and Mario Kart looks gorgeous while it's running 60 frames. I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Yeah.
Go get help.
I emailed the people over there, and I said, listen, I bought the retail version, and I'm seeing some performance issues. And I said, is there any way that I could compare it to the PS4 version or something like that? They responded like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Nope. But they said they are working on a patch for the Switch that's going to run it at a locked 30. So we'll see about that. I don't know.
I mean, that's fine, because that's what Rocket League does.
Yeah.
Like, Rocket League runs a locked 30, and it's fine. You can't tell the difference, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Do better.
So that's our picks this week. Of course, Pokemon Let's Go is coming out soon. I'm so hyped. I gotta ask you guys, which one are you doing? Pikachu, Eevee?
I bought Eevee.
Mm-hmm.
With the Pokeball Plus in it, but I think I'm going to. Man, I don't know.
So something I didn't know. So I right now have Eevee pre-ordered with the Pokeball. But so the starter Pokemon, first of all, have perfect IVs. That's one thing, and there's no chance of getting them shiny. But apparently the Eevee version is supposed to be easier, because your Pokemon can learn special moves, and Eevee evolves into like a million things, so you can like have a bunch of elemental attacks that you can learn. So I guess the Eevee version in that regard's a little easier. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe the Pikachu version now.
I think the Eevee one, you only pick one of those special moves. It's weird. I think, I'm not 100% sure. But there's there's 3 special moves based on like which elemental.
Yeah.
Because it's only
odds are I'll wind up going with Pikachu, because I love Pikachu. That dude is beast mode. I love him. Yeah, speaking of Detective Pikachu, come on, guys, tell me you loved it.
It's a little frightening.
It's not frightening.
It's not terrifying.
Why?
Look Mr. Mime in the eye. Watch that trailer and look.
Well, that Mr. Mime looks a little, but dude, it's awesome, man.
No, I think they did a good job. It reminds me a lot of Ted.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll watch it.
It's so good, dude. I loved it.
It's funny because I'm like, man, Either I'm being debated really hard right now, or this is gonna be the greatest freaking video game movie.
I can't wait for it, dude.
It still doesn't seem real. Like,
I'm like,
oh,
what is happening
dude,
right now?
Dude, I just love it, dude. When Ryan Reynolds starts talking, I'm just like, this is perfect.
I'm gonna
This is
need you to
perfect.
drop your stapler.
I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't get the amiibo now because
I got him. I got him.
Yeah,
Believe
baby.
it.
Dude, it's
I got
huge.
him.
Bobby Chew.
Bobby
Um,
Chew, yeah.
Who won that poll, by the way?
I think Kerbobby won. If I'm not mistaken.
Really?
But I know I was shocked. But
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. Bobby, you know what? Because our friend Joey Splats laid it out for us.
Yeah.
He dropped in Kirkpatrick today in my chat and was like, and then Bobby Chew, and he was like, "You've always been Pikachu. You've always been Bobby Chew." So I'm like, you know what? You're right. Screw all
like
these
that.
people that say Kerbobby. It's done. We're gonna go with.
Patrick.
Oh my god.
So it's and actually, if you would like Bobby Chew as an emote, it's a tier 1 sub over on
Ooh.
Twitch.
Yeah.
That's worth it to me.
Yeah.
That's worth it. Spam Bobby Chews.
Actually, what I'm
Spam
gonna do is
Bobby
I'm gonna
Chews.
change it. That hat I wore yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the hat I wore yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take 3 pictures in the hat and then use them as the thing. You didn't see my reaction video yesterday, Joe?
Mm-mm.
I saw it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Oh my god. All right.
I got a Pikachu hat.
It was funny.
Ah.
It's a Pikachu beanie with the string things that come down.
Oh yeah. I have one of
You
those.
got
Yeah,
headphones
yeah.
on over it.
And the funny thing, Pat, is like I'm like, these headphones look so stupid on this thing. The hat makes me look ridiculous as it is. And I'm like,
Oh,
the headphones are the problem. No.
I'm like, I think you crossed that line there.
Yeah. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh man. Oh yeah. I got that in a loot crate one time.
You have to wear that next time when you give your impressions on Let's Go.
I'm gonna wear it when I stream. When I stream Let's Go, I'm gonna wear it.
I like it.
Freaking.
What's up?
No, yeah. Just going back to the exclusive stuff real quick. The difference in like Eevee has fly as an ability because
Oh really?
you could it's so adorable too, and this almost sold me on Eevee. Like I to this point I haven't pre-ordered either one. I think I'm gonna go in blind on Friday and just like pick whichever one I see.
Whichever one
this guy.
speaks to you.
Yeah,
But are you getting the Pokeball Plus?
He's getting both.
I'll probably get it for one of the versions.
Yeah.
Did you see the charger that Hori put out?
Oh, the neat little thing for the Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
It keeps showing up in like suggested on Amazon. It's the only reason I know about it.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence. Can I use that as a Joy-Con?
It's your controller. You can play the whole game with just that.
Like, could I plug that into Super Mario Party or something?
Let's get
No,
that
probably
ridiculous. It's only going to be for Pokemon.
I don't know if I want it anymore. It looks cool, but I don't know.
Oh man. But yeah, Eevee goes in a harness with a balloon with you, and you can fly around. It's adorable. It's
I like
adorable.
you could like put hats on them and stuff, and
Oh yeah, with
Joe's
your
gonna get
yeah.
both because he's gonna have to look at one and be like, "I don't want you," and I don't think he can do it.
You're right. Damn it.
He's gonna be walking away, and Eevee's gonna.
I
be
mean,
like,
I have
Joe?
at some point I will own both. Like I have both versions of all the Pokemon games. So
Yeah.
like but to which one I'm gonna stream, I have no idea yet. I'm like,
see, I'm
torn.
not buying both with a ball.
No,
Yeah.
oh no,
No.
It's $100. You know,
Hell outta
if
here.
I bought the one. I don't even know which one I bought. I think I bought Eevee. I forget. And then I'm gonna buy the other one, just the game when it comes out. But
Plus seeing Pikachu on the shoulder, like that's so natural.
Yeah,
that's the
I think
thing,
maybe-
man. Yeah, like you're walking around, Pikachu
Like-
sitting there, like to
I
you.
think I'm gonna switch mine to Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
I'll be
switch
like,
it.
here, you'll be listen. You can't give Pikachu a blunt, just so you know.
You should see Dave's tattoo. That's all.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh
I'm
my
sure.
god.
That guy.
So let's get started with the Game Awards. Game Awards every year. Jeff Keighley does a fantastic job with them, and they're getting more and more popular. This year, though, there is a lack of Nintendo representation. Why is Joe laughing?
I don't know what the hell
I'm
he's laughing
sorry. I looked up the video of Bobby. You look adorable.
It's great. You should watch it.
Oh.
It's good.
So yeah, the Game Awards come out and they recently released all the different categories. And unlike last year, Nintendo has kind of not well represented. And I don't think it's anything like, oh, they got snubbed or anything like that. It's just
No, I
kind
do.
of okay. It's just I think personally, it's just kind of how the year played out. Some notables, Octopath Travelers in there. That's not really Nintendo, but it's Nintendo.
Yeah, it's on the Nintendo consoles. Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah. And then they have, I think the game that I saw the most is probably Mario Tennis Aces under sports games. Family games, it's pretty much all Nintendo, like Labo, and
Yeah.
I even think Starlink made it in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, how concerning is it for a Nintendo console that's supposed to, have the best exclusive games in the industry? So I'll start with Joe here. Compared to last year,
Compared to last year, I mean, I think it goes without saying the lineup probably wasn't as strong in terms of like new exclusives that were coming out. We got a lot of ports. I think that goes without saying, that the ports were great in my opinion. Like I got to play through Bayonetta 1 and 2 and oh gosh, I can't even this year's been a blur. Kirby,
Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors. Like I played through those games and I enjoyed them, but I don't think any of them are worthy of something that would be that I would put on some sort of award thing instead of like as opposed to last year you had what Breath of the Wild. But here's the other thing: you had Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, but they were in multiple categories. Like when you look at that entire lineup from the year before, so I mean, it kind of goes to show there's only one or two games you really need to be successful at getting your games up there. But this year just wasn't that as strong as last year. Is really what it seems like. And yeah, you can probably make a note for Octopath. Will probably be somewhere in there if there's like an RPG category or something like that. That would be probably the one Nintendo game.
Yeah, I think it's in there for art direction, and then it's in there for RPG. I don't think it's in the game of the year, but
rightfully so. I mean, those two for sure on their own sound would fit that, so to speak. As far as like other things that they have to offer, we got to remember they still have that photo that Reggie and Jeff Keighley had on Twitter. I think it was like a month or two ago, and Reggie had the Metroid shirt on, and it was just like, hey,
oh my God.
Hey, maybe they might not have all these games shown, nominated for things at the Game Awards, but maybe they'll be the ones.
Cool idea.
Yeah, maybe they'll be the last ones being spoken about when a Metroid trailer drops with the release date for 2019. I'm just saying.
I see that shirt, Joe. I see the
just saying.
That would be awesome to be like, hey, we didn't make the Game Awards, but check this out.
Exactly.
They would steal the show.
That's honestly. Like what they did with Breath of the Wild 2 years ago. 3 years ago? It might have been 3 years ago. Where they had, it was the weird one where Miyamoto was sitting down with the Wii U gamepad showing the horse on a TV screen. So you were kind of getting footage of the game, but not really. And it was what everyone was talking about. Maybe that's what they're gonna go for this year.
Bobby, levels of concern. This is a very heavily watched program, and to not see Nintendo in there like last year.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a concern. It's just that, let's be honest, Nintendo didn't have a solid year this year compared to last. A lot of ports came over. I mean, that is what it is. But so I do feel they got snubbed on a couple of things. And number one is, if you do the nominations now in November, right? And that's just when you're going to do the nominations. Then anything after the nominations are made should go to the next year. Meaning, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 should have been eligible this year.
I'm not salty about that at all.
It's nothing on there at all. It's not even under best role-playing game. So they didn't even give them that opportunity. So, in my opinion, they got robbed there. Then you're going to turn around and go, so next year, Smash isn't in there? So best fighting game, Smash won't be able to be nominated for that?
That's
It's kind of
true.
crappy. It's kind of crappy when you think about
Yeah.
it. So then, best ongoing game, you got Fortnite. Fortnite's not a new game, right? Fortnite's a couple years old now, right?
Well, best ongoing game.
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
Okay.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, that's not a brand new game. Overwatch, not a brand new game. Destiny 2, not a brand new game. No Man's Sky, not a brand new. What about Splatoon 2, man?
That's true. That's true.
Like, why is that not on that list? Over No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky is No Man's garbage. I think it's trash, man. That game shouldn't be on that list.
Yeah,
Like, are you kidding me right
that's
now?
true.
I mean, so when I'm looking at this, like, it's, to me, that's where I have issues. Sports racing games, right? So they're on there, Mario Aces, like, whatever, dude. They're not going to win with that because you got Forza 4. Forza's going to take that, no doubt in my mind. Family game, you got Mario Party, Labo. Why the hell is Labo on the list? That's just
Yeah,
so
set off.
stupid. Mario Tennis Aces, Overcooked 2, and Starlink. So, in my opinion, Starlink is probably the winner of that. Role-playing game, you got Monster Hunter, Pillars of Eternity, Dragon Quest, Ni no Kuni, and Octopath Traveler. So, for me, in my opinion, you should have probably... That could have been where Xenoblade went in. Narrative, they got a bunch of different stuff in there for narrative. Performance, there's a bunch of different actors in there for that.
Here's something
esport-
for you. So, do you think at any point, and this award show is getting bigger and bigger, do you think developers are going to try and target before these nominations come out, or is that just ridiculous sounding?
What do you mean
To get-
target? Like to
So-
drop a new trailer?
Maybe like coming out with their games so that they are eligible for this show, or is that just like
No, I don't think people really give a damn because
Yeah.
that's just, it is what it is. You're going to put your
Yeah.
games out when you come out. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. So, right, last year, was it? I think last year or the year before, they did best DLC, right? So that's Witcher 3 got best DLC. So why is this not eligible? Oh, because they took the category out. That's right. Like, because you just tried to kiss CD Projekt Red's ass.
wow?
So that's why you threw it in there. Look at, man, Keeley is a straight up, brown noser. It's just how it is,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I mean, I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. I don't want that to come off any other way. I do like him, but I also feel like there's some slights here, in my opinion. So when I
The
look at it,
esports scene is heavily represented this year.
and then but the thing is like Nintendo's not part of. They won't get involved in the esports stuff, which is such a
Yeah.
mistake. Such a mistake. Like, why
Yeah.
is Splatoon 2 not part of the esports world? Like, man, make a tournament. Go after it, dude. You could be huge. I mean, they do tournaments, but they don't do tournaments the right way, the way that other people do it. Like, get involved, sponsor something, man.
Mhm.
And if they did, my God, the money they could make. If they made a Splatoon league, the money they would make on advertising and all that
Yeah.
stuff, it's just crazy to think.
I'm excited for the ARMS tournament because Nintendo said that might be the next esport. So I'm getting ready for that ARMS.
You were
Jesus
You were
Christ.
such a fool.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
but okay, so that's, I mean, that was ARMS in last year's?
ARMS,
fighting?
yeah, best fighting game. It was one of them.
But that's another one for ongoing. Like,
Yeah.
we still get content for that. So it's
Ongoing,
like,
but no one's really talking about those games when
I'm not saying anything about that.
Yeah.
What, dude? People are talking about Splatoon 2. People
yeah,
still
but
talk
not
about
to the
Splatoon 2.
extent when you hear the conversations. You're talking about Fortnite. You're talking about Destiny Forsaken DLC just dropping. Tom Clancy Rainbow Six. I'm
No,
not 100%
no.
sure on that one.
Yeah.
Other than if there is
There's a big
DLC
fan
dropping,
And
there is a big
Overwatch-
fan base.
Dude, Overwatch. The only reason people are talking about BlizzCon last week. That's it.
Well, Overwatch
Nobody
is
talks
one of the
about
most
Overwatch all
viewed
year.
things on Twitch. Still,
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, for me,
yeah.
dude. Okay, so what you're telling me is No Man's Sky deserves to be on
No
that
Man's
list
Sky
because-
had a big conversation. It was the
because they
Cinderella
fixed their
story. so-
Garbage.
Yeah,
Because they finally fixed their trash. That's why.
yeah.
The only
they-
one I
and they-
don't agree
But
on
you
there
know
is
what? It
Rainbow
was
Six.
controversial because it's like, hey, they made the
Controversial
conversation. You know,
I'm just saying. When I look at that list for me, there needs to be something Nintendo related on there. Like Nintendo, like Splatoon 2 is a game that everybody, dude, it has more games sold than No Man's Sky. It's got more games sold than Tom Clancy. Overwatch and Fortnite. Look, Fortnite's gonna win it. Let's be honest. It's, but the fact that it's not on that list, even if you just give them a gimme and throw it on that list, doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Why it's not there. That's just my opinion. And I feel like if you do your list in November and then in December, anything that came in after that date it should move to the next year.
mm-hmm.
It's just that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my opinion. Because I'll be honest with you, I feel like Xenoblade honestly would have gave a serious run for Game of the Year.
I feel like I had this conversation and I got berated last year by a Nintendo guru.
No, because last year it should have been on the list. No. I don't feel like last year, when that game launches, there's not enough time to determine whether that's a game of the year. It's a good game. It's a fantastic game.
It's an amazing game. Shut your face.
Yeah. It's a fantastic game. What is wrong with you?
You went from fantastic to good. I had to correct you.
My thing is where it launched, I agree that it shouldn't have been nominated. It's too late in the year. And people don't have enough time to play it before they make their votes. I get that. But again, if it doesn't make the cut, it should automatically leapfrog to the next year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's a lot of companies that put games out at the end of the year. And it's like, because let's be honest, dude, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee comes out this week. And they're not allowed to be on the list because they come out too late.
Yeah.
So what if these games turn out to be phenomenal games? I'm not going to say they're Game of the Year contenders, but like they could be in something. Could be in role playing or something like that. Yeah,
because Smash alone, like fighting game, family game, soundtrack,
dude,
like
easily,
it could be
Smash could dominate that whole category. Yeah. And it's not just because here's the thing. Companies, especially like Nintendo, are going to base where they place games based on their finances, not on the games award.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like you're snubbing, because I guarantee you next year you'll see Smash in there. Mm-hmm. They're not going to snub Nintendo on Smash. Guarantee you. And then they'll change the rules for Smash. That's my opinion.
Yeah. It's case by case basis. I think for Nintendo, I mean, I wouldn't go crazy over being upset, anyone out there. At the end of the day, there's going to be something. I feel like there's going to be something, and it's going to be like Nintendo's going to be the talk of the town at the end of this damn Game Awards. Like, I'm holding out hype. Yeah. You don't understand.
You're getting me hype now. God damn it.
The hype levels that I have had for just
even
to see something of
N64
Metroid.
Classic, dude.
Oh no, I throw that trash over there for a second.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I want it. I'm sorry. I take that back. But I mean,
keep it away.
I feel like there was a reason for that photo, and although Nintendo likes to tease and then just kind of like not say anything and be like, "We told you it was just a photo," there's something more to that photo. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna get something Metroid related, and it's gonna be the last thing that gets shown there.
You know how Nintendo blows it up? They come out on the stage, and they make Waluigi a DLC character. God. And they go, he's available right now.
Oh my god.
Dude,
what date is this? Hold up.
The internet would explode. It comes, I think it's like December, late December.
No, yeah, I know it's December, but oh crap. Because I'm trying to think how close to Smash this awards show is. December 6th. Smash comes out the 7th. Damn it.
Really?
Whoa. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they did that?
Because I was going to say, what if they drop...
Reggie does that?
Or, dude, if they announce the first DLC character, fucking Banjo.
Yeah, that would actually. Dude, the possibilities are endless right now. And
even if they were just like, he's in there, you can get him tomorrow. Like, could you imagine?
That might be That's interesting. I did not know.
We're making a mistake here, guys. We're overhyping this crap.
We're
It's gonna be
overhyping.
something stupid.
I don't think it's gonna be anything Smash related. I think we're done with Smash. We let that come out. I was gonna allude to it if it wasn't so close to Smash. What if they were like the Metroid Prime 4 trailer drops? We get the title, and a release date. But with a Metro, I know, right? I know. I'm being real cute right now. I'm being real cute right now. Real cute right now. No, this ain't Kingdom Hearts, bro. I won't believe that game.
Worse than Kingdom
No,
Hearts.
nothing's worse than Kingdom Hearts. In terms of, oh no, fam. I was gonna say, what if they say trilogy out now for download?
My god!
But it's too close to Smash. It's too close to Smash. It would take away the hype. So that's out the window.
Let me explain something to you. Metroid is not taking away the hype for Smash. No way.
This is true.
No how.
This is also true. But I mean, for the sake of like eating sales,
get out of your
eating sales.
delusional little green screen
Listen,
dream
let
world.
me live my dream right now. Let my memes be dreams, fam. I'm just saying.
You got me thinking now because I could definitely see Reggie. We also want to talk about Smash releasing tomorrow, dude. I think you're onto something. Wow. I will say this though, it would be nice to have like a concrete Nintendo representative in these awards. And the awards aside, it just means that you have a great game that year.
That's all.
And
I think that has not been a good year for Nintendo. In terms of,
I mean,
there's nothing that's been original.
Yeah,
been explosive. That's been like this is the thing you put a pin. Sony deserves it this year. Sony really, with God of War and Spider-Man and Red Dead coming. I don't think Red Dead can win, but with Red Dead coming out this year, I think God of War wins it ultimately. Like when you look at that grand scheme of thing, and they deserve it. They really do. They got their butts handed to them last year. They deserve it.
Yeah.
They came with that stupid Horizon game, and people thought that was supposed to be better than Zelda. And guess what? You're wrong.
You are wrong. I can confirm that. It would be nice for Nintendo to have big games, these big system sellers, though, because they have some third-party support. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's up to Nintendo games to sell the system.
Listen, why are you upset? Don't be upset, Joe. Metroid is not going to be here for a couple of years. Just relax.
Bobby.
He's still thinking about
Bobby. 2019.
2019. Do you want to? Let's put a bet. Let's put a wager.
Takes.
Let's put a wager. Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
$5?
Huh?
I was not gonna go $5. I was gonna say $5. I'm down for $5. Gentleman's bet.
We could do $5.
Okay, cool. All right, $5.
No. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the loser buys the winner 1 year of Nintendo Online.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fair.
$20.
Yeah,
$20.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so you're saying 2019?
I'm saying 2019.
And I say there's no way in hell.
I'm going balls to the wall, Bobby. You understand that you got a game that needs to come out before the end of first quarter with a special edition Switch, and its name starts with Animal and ends with Crossing. So we ain't getting an E3 with Animal Crossing, baby. I'm getting my Samus gunship. Let's go.
You're getting Bayonetta next year.
You see this? You see that?
You're getting Bayonetta next year. And that's going to be your game of the year.
I wouldn't even complain if we just get a giant Bayonetta statue in the E3.
Giant inflatable Bayonetta.
Oh my god!
I'll take that loss. I'll take that L.
I don't think you have a choice.
And then some other notables. My game, Celeste, my personal game of the year. It's on the game of the year list. It's on the soundtrack, indie game. There's a couple other cool ones like Into the Breach for indie games that was on the Switch. So a lot of cool representatives. But yeah, heavily esport. So if you're into esports, ton of they always do the best teams, like best esport team. I'm like, I don't know who these guys are.
Yeah, I don't know who they are either. But I'm really starting to get slowly into it. I'm starting to enjoy watching the competition.
Yeah. I had the TV on and it was on ESPN and Overwatch was playing. Yeah. Bobby's topic. Actually, we were just talking about it.
It's real quick. We don't have to really get too crazy into it. The main thing is I'm just curious because I've been seeing a lot of videos about how bad Nintendo Online is. So I just want your guys' impressions. What's your takeaways after we've had this thing for almost 2 months now? Are you okay with it? Is there something you would like to see better? Not like what's your opinions on it?
You want to go first, right? Oh, okay. I mean, for me, I pay for a service to play online with my friends. I've not had any issues so far with Diablo 3. Is really the one game that I can think of that's been online based that I played for the last 2 weeks, and I've been great. It goes back to the same thing that I said before this online service was coming out. The free games, they're there.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're there. I can play them when I want, but I'm gonna spend a couple minutes on each of them. Like, it gets to a point where there's just so many games. I'm just like, I get overwhelmed personally. It's the same thing with PlayStation Plus, where it just becomes a download thing. It's just like, all right, download. I have it in my library. Download. I have it in my library. I'm never gonna play it, but it's there. It's like a vanity thing. That's just extra. That's icing on the cake for me. As long as I'm not having connection issues out the yazoo, and I'm able to play with my friends. Granted, actually, yeah, no, I haven't even used Discord chat, to be honest with you. I've been playing Diablo with people typing in chat. That's been sufficient enough. Like, the communication is pretty straightforward for me. Would it be great to eventually have like an in-game chat functionality for those times where I might not be on a Discord and I just want to just pop my headphones into my Switch and play it? Yeah, that'd be cool, but that's really the only thing that would stick out for me personally. It'll go back to something that's not Nintendo Online related, but eShop related. Like, that's my biggest complaint. I've not personally had any problems. Like, I don't know what people are complaining about, to be honest with you. I hear there's negativity, but I don't personally go out there looking to see like what people are complaining about.
I just don't want to give people clicks. It's the usual suspects that
okay.
are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then my favorite YouTuber is
okay. No, that's simply put. I know what you mean. But yeah, for me personally, I've been good. I don't. You played Splatoon. Like, what's your experiences been like?
I love it. I had no problems with it. None whatsoever. I played Mario Kart. I played Splatoon. Played Fortnite. Played Diablo. No issues. Today, the only issue was this. There was 2 times when we were playing that we couldn't fill the lobby, and it kicked us back out, and we had to go back in. Now, I was streaming today at 3:00 in the afternoon. So I don't know whether or not that was just because there wasn't many people playing, because kids are getting out of school or still in school or whatever it might be. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But like, literally went right back in and started playing again, and no problems, no disconnects. Have no disconnect issues. Everything's been smooth. Everything's been good, man.
I think the test is Smash, to be honest with you.
That's going to be the test.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. Not really much of a change. I think I've had a couple. I've only really been playing like for online, like Splatoon 2. I think I played an online match like Mario Kart or something. Yeah, it pretty much acts the same. One thing I will say, I'm kind of excited about the NES games. I mean, I know it's a novelty, but when it's all said and done, it's kind of exciting to think how many we could have on, and especially if they go to like Super Nintendo, and then I'm sure they'll open the floodgates and be like, if you want to buy additional ones. Sure, they're not gonna.
And if they keep adding these special things to the game, like they did the Zelda thing last week. Yeah, they keep doing stuff like that. That's just awesome. Yeah, you know, like that's really cool stuff that they're doing. So
I bet they do it with Metroid this month. Metroid, right?
Yep. It's
anyone know when that drops?
Metroid's hitting, but I don't think they're gonna do anything special.
You don't think they do one with all the power-ups, or like
that would break that game?
That would break the game.
Minus screw attack. As long as you don't have screw attack.
Oh, stop it!
What? Come on now. Don't give them all the suits and don't give them screw attack.
That game's not very good. Okay, Joe.
It's not. But hey,
Super Metroid.
Hey, Metroid altogether is not very good.
Hey,
calm yourself, bro. Hold on, hold up.
I'm just kidding. I love Metroid. What are you talking? I love the original Metroid. I'm just messing with you, but I don't think they should do anything like that.
No.
Unlocking moves or like no, that's the whole point of that game. That defeats the whole purpose of that game, Joe.
That's what they did with
Stop
Zelda.
That's different.
No, it's not. It's the same
It's
thing. You
Zelda,
go through
Joe.
dungeons, getting a special.
No. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
I love this.
Because the whole idea of Metroid is you go out, you find something, and then you go back to the original stuff. When you get a weapon in Zelda, you don't go back to the original temples and play them over again.
But you go into the next dungeon using those weapons that you gained from the other ones. It's still exploration. You're still going out again.
Not the original Zelda. The original Zelda, I think, is totally different. Metroid is based upon that. That whole idea of you find something and then you go back and then unlocks different areas.
I get that, but I mean, I'm gonna
just
have to
don't think-
disagree on this one.
You can disagree. I think you're wrong. I know you're wrong. You're absolutely
No, I'm
wrong.
wrong.
It's
I love
also
you,
cool
Bobby.
if you have the Famicom. They're adding different ones, right? I think they're adding.
What happened?
No, so far everything's been the same.
Oh,
I had the
okay.
Famicom one, and everything's been the same. So
Okay.
they look different because the art.
Yeah, just different
Stuff is
box
cool.
art.
Oh,
which
the
is cool.
games, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Japanese one being the disc version
Yep.
of Zelda.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not really a big change. Honestly, I can't really tell a difference, which some people might get angry about. It's just like whatever.
I agree. I don't see that.
But yeah, Smash. If that performs badly, then you're gonna start hearing it.
People are gonna lose
By
their
all-
minds.
All Bobby's favorite YouTubers.
Oh god, they'll be saying stuff anyway. Them
So all you
guys
have to
are
do,
just-
Bobby, is come up with a controversial topic and then like make the dumbest face at the camera, and then that's your thumbnail.
That apparently seems to be the thing.
Yeah.
Really does.
Make a
Just,
Nintendo.
Like
Rumor.
you know,
Nintendo Direct next year.
Is Nintendo failing?
Yeah.
Boom. 10,000 views guaranteed.
Oh man, we should all post one at the same time.
We should.
And-
Because they all do
and
the
just
same
do it,
videos
yeah.
too. They all do the same videos too. We should do something.
Oh my
Bobby's
god.
gonna get an invite on Small.
Are Nintendo YouTubers the dumbest people in the world? I'm gonna watch.
Like the same scripted. Oh my god.
Oh man.
And then
Fast and Furious.
Joe, Illuminati confirmed. Joe has a rumor. that,
Oh.
might blow your minds.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This one actually, shout out to Rybo. He sent this to me like 2 hours before the show, and I was like, "Hey, can
I
we
bet
talk
you
about
they've already
this?"
done videos on this.
Yo, savage. So there's an article on Go Nintendo that may lead people to think that Nintendo may have at least started the whole ending of Amazon's 20% pre-purchase with video games. And I went to Amazon like an idiot and not clicked the link. Good job there, Joe. But I'll read an excerpt real quick of this, and then maybe we can get your guys' thoughts about it. But Amazon killed off their 20% off pre-order discount on games a while back and made some major waves with consumers. Skipping down a little bit forward. As you well know, Nintendo and Amazon have had quite the tumultuous relationship, and those flames may have only been fanned by Amazon's pre-order discount. Nintendo was supposedly so against the idea that they yanked their software lineup from the retailer and didn't give them stock until 2 weeks after launch, which kind of lines up with a lot of like issues that Rybo has personally have with like pre-ordering Nintendo games and him having to wait like a week and a half just to get his game.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been pretty bad this year.
So Nintendo was for them having that 20%?
Against it. And
Okay.
they would withhold stock of, supposedly, allegedly, this is all allegedly, don't want to get sued here, on Pat's channel. But
Bad boys, Nintendo.
but apparently they didn't give them stock until 2 weeks after launch to kind of combat like, hey, if you're gonna give these games discounts, we're gonna delay stock of our games just because of, you know, what you guys are doing here.
Okay, so let's get real.
But
This
can
is not true. Hold on, this is
yeah. I was just gonna finish up this last
Go ahead.
thing. It was a move by Nintendo that inspired other publishers who ended up putting the pressure on Amazon as well, which again allegedly led to the demise of this.
Okay, so here's the thing. So why aren't they doing it to Best Buy?
Well, Best Buy's ended their program.
Not yet. It's still in effect right now.
Yeah, but you can't buy it anymore.
The program is ending. You can't buy the program, no, but it's still there.
Oh yeah,
I get 20%. You know what I mean? Like it's still there. Like Nintendo. So basically, they ended Best Buys too. No, I think it was a situation of Amazon realizing the money wasn't there. As far as late pre-orders, I got news for you. That's not. I do feel like that's a Nintendo issue. But what I feel like it is I feel like it's Nintendo telling Amazon you don't ship those games 2 days prior. Like if you have 2 days shipping, you don't ship it 2 days prior because people were getting games early. That was happening all the time.
Oh, yep.
And then the other thing is so if that was the case, right? If it was just 20% and Nintendo was the one bitching, then why do you get 20% off Sony game? Like it stopped on everybody, not just Nintendo. Like everybody stopped. So
Yep.
I don't agree with any of this article. I think it's just someone making shit up because they got nothing better to do with their lives. Like honestly, I'm not, because the thing of it is, like, I'm not saying Nintendo's the perfect company. They're taking something that sounds like Nintendo from the '80s and throwing it in now and saying like, "Oh, this is why it had to happen." No, because again, Best Buy would have had an issue a while ago, right? They closed their program down because it's not making money. People, they realize that we're going to buy the games there regardless. And by the way, they also stopped the 20% on collector's editions over a year ago. You know what I mean? So has nothing to do with this stuff. The reason why, my opinion, was there was that relationship with GameStop. And that's when it all started to, that's when the announcement got made. This announcement of 20%, this has been a long time ago. Long time coming. Like this was right around the same time Best Buy ended theirs, they stopped doing the 20%. So I don't agree with it. I don't agree with what people are saying on this. I don't think this rumor, I think it's just BS. I think it's people just trying to get clicks, number one. And number two, I think it's just people trying to build a story out of nothing and seeing if it takes off. Because
we clicked it, Bobby. We clicked it.
Well, because the funny thing is when you first posted it, right? And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And I clicked down my through and I was like, no. As soon as I started reading, I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. Because why wouldn't they go down after Best Buy? Like, Best Buy is the biggest thing next to them. You know what I mean? Like, Best Buy and Amazon are, in terms of games, like, that's where people want to go buy them because of that 20% discount. Yeah. Just doesn't drive to me.
Yeah. Whoever made it, though, creative props to you, man.
Yeah, because I just got, I just bought a Starlink from Amazon. Used Gamers Unlock got 15.
Yep.
So like, why aren't they going? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like it's still there. Yes, they ended the program, but it's still there. Like it's. Yeah. I just think it's a totally different. And they know that they can kind of get away with it because Nintendo will never say anything about it. They're not going to confirm or deny it. They're just going to be like, we don't talk about rumors. And Amazon's never going to confirm or deny it because the other thing too is if Amazon goes, no, it wasn't Nintendo, now people are pissed off at Amazon. Yeah. If Nintendo just isn't going to come out and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. No. Just because, like Bobby was saying, like PlayStation, it's ending for everyone. It's not just like ending for certain people. But I think the underlying thing here is just physical media, man. This is just first step in many that's just going to be going away. Like GameStop has was getting rid of their Elite Pro thing. Best Buy is doing the same thing, and Amazon. Just like you can't make enough profit on physical media like that to
I just think that these companies recognize that we're idiots and that we're going to buy that stuff anyway. So why give a discount on it?
Yeah.
If you have the morons coming right to you and going to buy it, why would you? You know what I mean? Why would you give a discount? Makes no sense.
Bobby, the people buying Smash 2 months later aren't going to get Piranha Plant. Aren't you mad about that?
Don't get me started on that idiot.
Uh-oh.
Don't get me started on that idiot again.
Oh, no. Be nice, Bobby. Be nice.
That is nice. You want me to really say what I want to say? I'll unload. You'll
no.
be deep. I'll make your editing skills come out, man.
There we go, guys. That is
Throw a giant cat head on your face.
That's the weekly Bobby rant. And soon we'll just have a blood pressure meter.
I think that's what we need to do. Honestly, I think we should.
Oh my
We should get me one of the things like Etiquette wears
Oh
that keeps
my
track of the blood
god.
pressure. And
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, interesting stuff, guys. I'm excited for the Game Awards. That's December, one day
6th.
before Smash.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Sean Capri and I will be streaming that live.
The Game
So
Awards.
we're gonna stream it live and watch it
Nice.
together. That's what we did last year. So we're gonna do it again this year.
Follow these men.
Yes.
NintendoGuru.com and also JoeAfterWork.com. You can listen to us on Google Play and iTunes every Tuesday. Bringing you
Tuesday.
a brand new episode of PNP. Guys, we'll see you next week. Peace out.
We might have missed an episode.
I like how you
Sorry.
stopped. Peace out, Preston. I like how you stopped. You
Stop
caught
for it.
yourself. You're learning.
Congratulations. You played yourself.